Okay. In true like Thanksgiving fashion, this is a feel-good story. A lot of you aren't going to know who this is because this was like my time growing up, but you could Google her and look her up, and I am going to put in some video if I can figure out how to do that. Her name is Susan Powter, and it's not Powder, it's Powter. And growing up, she was like this. Sorry, my hands are dry, so I'm going to put some of this in. And by the way, I don't know, I got this at World Market, and it's like the best thing ever if you have dry skin, and it's an oil. Anyway, whatever, who gives a shit? But, okay, Susan Powter. So, growing up, it doesn't matter where you grew up because she was like a worldwide phenomenon. She was a fitness guru. Like Billy Blanks did Tae-Bo. Like Jane Fonda did, I don't know, aerobics, whatever these people did. They had their dumb, they had these videotapes. We'd put them in, we'd do the fucking exercises. Anyway, hers was called Stop the Insanity. And she had this voice like mine. And she had this buzz cut that was also like, it was platinum blonde, dyed. And she was just this badass kind of G.I. Jane, cool chick, and she was just this Hollywood juggernaut. And she would just be like, get off your ass, stop the insanity. I think she meant stop the insanity. I think meant like, stop being lazy, stop fucking around. I mean, I don't know because I never really watched it, but because I was like busy, like I think I was like 17 or 16 or something. And I was like already a dance major in school, or dance minor. I was already fit. I was really not her target audience, okay? So I really wasn't paying attention, but I always thought she was cool. And, these fitness people always seem to land on their feet after their star fell, right? Like, they always seem to have money. I mean, I don't know. I just figured, oh, Susan Powter. Like, if you ever asked me about her, I'd be like, I don't know where she is, but I'm sure she's, living in the lap of luxury, like most former fitness people do. And so I literally never thought about this woman again until this week or last week when she's making the rounds on talk shows. And I'm like, wait, Susan Powter. And she looks amazing, by the way. Like, she's got this cool, like, tattoo. And I'm like, what is happening? And it's big. Like, this woman hit it hard. I mean, she hit the skids hard. She, I don't know how, lost her fortune, had numerous bankruptcy filings and issues. And she is currently sleeping on cardboard. That is her, I don't even know if there's a mattress on the cardboard. There might be. So she's on the Today Show last week. And she's like her old self. I mean, so adorable. She's like, look, I'm broke, but I'm not broken. And I'm like, yes, mama. Like, she's amazing. She is driving for Uber Eats in Las Vegas, sleeping on something on cardboard. She's like, I have nothing, but I work my ass off. She's like, I have worked and put food on my kids' table, and yes. And they were like, I'm sorry, wait, so you're delivering food? And they were kind of like, oh my God, so you're delivering food? And she's like, yeah, I'll deliver your food. I'll do whatever you need. I will work. And I was like, yes, she is just like me. I would be that bitch. I would be that bitch who's like, oh, I'm going to deliver food. I'm going to do anything you need. I will shine your shoes. I will sew your garments. I will work because that's what I do, because I'm a worker. I will bet you anything she came from a single parent home like I did. A single mom probably, because that's just how I was raised. You just work. And whether I would work toward $1 million or whether I would work toward the basics, like, it's just how I am. And I have a feeling she's like that. And it was so cool to listen to. And it was so great for her to just be like, yeah, I drive for Uber Eats. Yep, I'll deliver your food. And their faces were just like, ooh, like, because they're obviously would never and could never probably. And it was great. And she's like, yeah. And she goes, and I have nothing. She said, she goes, I wash my face with dish soap. I was like, dang, she really doesn't. Until guess what happened? Obviously something crazy. Jamie Lee Curtis stumbles upon her as she's delivering Uber Eats and decides, because she's brilliant and she's a passionate worker, I'm going to do a documentary about this woman. And she's exec producing the new documentary out November 19th in select theaters and on demand, which I cannot wait to see. And it's called Stop the Insanity, Searching for Susan Powter. Oh my God, I cannot wait. So brilliant. Jamie Lee Curtis is so smart. I mean, I would have done this too. I would have been like, imagine like you're in your hotel in Vegas, whatever, and freaking Susan Powter comes in and is like, did you order Szechuan chicken? I would have been like, I'm sorry, what? Are you Susan Powter? Are you Stop the Insanity? Please come in and have a seat and tell me your life. And then it brings me to my therapeutic point of resiliency. And it is a proactive component of development that we talk about. And some people are predisposed to have trauma and negative health outcomes and substance use, and they still somehow have resiliency. And people are like, I don't understand. Well, we can look as therapists, we can look in there and say, oh, they had that basketball coach, or oh, they had that pastor, or oh, they had that grandma. And that one safe adult can foster resiliency in a child or young adult. And I cannot wait to see this movie, because I'm going to be like, there they are. There's the person, right, that helped her have resiliency, because boy, does she. I mean, she's an American heroine. Well, and I'm really excited that Susan said yes to this project, that she's going to say yes to these opportunities, because I'm not saying she shouldn't drive for Uber Eats anymore. She can if she wants, but she should have the option. She should have the access to have a better environment if she wants it. And if she doesn't, she doesn't. But I'm just over the moon. I hope you guys look her up. I hope you go see this movie somehow. It's Stop the Insanity. And she's incredible. And go back and look at these videos on YouTube or somewhere, because she was just a force. She was a force back then. She was too much. She was too much for her time, even. And it's like, it's pretty cool, because I think if that were me and I had found some fame early on and had that would have been me, like 100%. I would have been this girl just kicking it in some town, delivering flowers or something, and someone would have been like, aren't you Cricket from, and I would have been like, yeah, would totally have been me. So I'm just finding a kindred spirit in me and Susan Powter. What about you? Do you know people that had it high? They had everything and lost it? Do you know people that like never had it high but are dying to have it and are like obsessed with having it all, when of course we know that's an illusion? What do you think about this story? Give me your thoughts.